Hello and welcome to Doug's Dumb Channel. I am your host and Weird Al fan, Doug. I've been a Weird Al fan since '84, ever since Eat It came out. I remember sitting in front of the TV with my tape recorder and HBO's video jukebox coming on. They're going to do the Weird Al music video, and I'm like hitting it, and so I can have it on tape. Good times, good times. This was actually the second time I've been able to see Weird Al perform live. The first time was back in 2003, the Poodle Hat Tour. Great show, had a great time. His opening act, I do not remember his opening act's name. I do remember it was a comedian, which was fun. And back in the day, the TV show Cops was very popular. Bad boys, you know the song, you know the song. Well, he did a joke about, an overweight cop, and he was doing, fat boy, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when I run from you? God, I wish I could sing. It was a great show. It really was. One of the things I noticed in the audience was that there were guys, people my age, with their kids. And it was so neat to see, the parents bringing the kids, dementing the kids early. If you dement them young, they'll stick you with you forever. It was just fun. It was a really good time. When I was in line for t-shirts, because you always get the t-shirt. You always get the t-shirt. So I was in line, and there were these two girls. I don't know. They were probably 10 or 12, maybe 13, whatever. But they had made posters that they were going to hold up during the show. People were standing on their chairs singing, "Well, I'm mumbling and I'm screaming." It was a great time. It was fun. It was a really good show. But during the show, he would go off stage and the band would continue to play. And then, the band would play for a while and he would come back out in a costume change. And I kid you not, I am sure, the way I remember it, he changed costumes for every song. Amazing, amazing. And then at the very end, the big climax of the show, the band was playing and playing and playing, and we're like, what in the world? He's been playing for a long time. And then he comes out in the fat suit, and it was, the big climax was fat. I'm assuming because it takes a lot of time to get into that fat suit and to get out of it. So that's, the whole, climax of the show. And definitely no encore because they got to get him out of that thing. Maybe that was the encore. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. But it was a great show. Had a great time. And yeah, so finally, I get a chance to go see him again. And it was a great, the bigger and weirder tour. And you always get the t-shirt. Great show. The only thing I didn't care for was his opening act. It was Puddle's Pity Party, a 6-foot-tall white-faced clown. Not my cup of tea. Didn't really care for it. I laughed twice. Once was there was a video of because there was a big video anyway, and they were cutting a tomato and just smushing the hell out of it. And it's like, you don't cut tomatoes like that. That's you silly goose. And then there was another thing. I think the song was "Come Cry With Me," and he had a selfie stick with a camera on it, and he was going around and filming this audience, and they were all crying because the song was "Come Cry With Me," and this one guy with his daughter just crying, and they were just hamming it up like crazy, and they were funny, and I thought that was good. But as far as him personally, didn't really care for it. But going back to the father and daughter, and of course the parents are bringing their kids, but what's really great is that the parents brought their parents, and so you have 3 generations. You have the grandparents that had 20 years ago brought their kids, and now you have those kids bringing their kids. Just a great show. It really was fun. The opening bit was tacky. Of course, you've seen the music video. He starts up on a tower and it follows him, and then there's other. Anywho, at this show, he actually started like out in the parking lot behind the building, and he started the song there, and they followed him in, and you see him. They're filming him, and he's walking along, so you can see him on the camera and see him. That was neat little touch, fun. In between songs, they played little video as opposed to the band playing, because I'm not sure. I think they're getting older too. Anyway, they had like the Daniel Radcliffe singing Another One Rides the Bus from the Weird Al movie, Weird. It was fun. A lot of the clips were fun. He did those little interview things with the celebrities. They did some of those. And it was great. And a lot of the costume changes. He did fat again. And it was a great show. One thing I didn't do a lot of was filming. I was there to enjoy the show. So a lot of people were there filming the show, but I filmed a little bit, but not a whole lot. Wasn't sure if I was going to make a video about it or not. Anyway. So, yeah, just enjoy, sometimes you just have to take a moment and just enjoy what's going on at the moment. Enjoy the moment. You don't have to record everything. And of course, Weird Al did my favorite song, White Nerdy. I just relate too closely to that one. But I almost got the White Nerdy t-shirt, but I decided to go with the actual tour shirt because that's what I got last time. I don't know why. So staying with tradition, I guess. 2 times does not make a tradition. And so then at the big climax of the show, the ending, they did The Saga Begins, which I thought was appropriate because the whole Mandalorian Grogu movie was coming out. But what was really cool about it is that they had stormtroopers and Darth Vader on stage, and that was just fun. Just a nice thing that they did. I thought it was fun. He does a great show. He really does. And if you get the chance, and do take the opportunity to go see him live, it's worth it. Totally fun. He is 66 years old. And he might retire soon. So go see him when you get the chance. There's still time to go see this tour. But, there's also the next year. Next year he may do another tour. Maybe. Hopefully. And here's my question. And I want your feedback. I really do. For this tour, there was the opportunity to pay extra for a meet and greet with Weird Al. And I thought, oh, wouldn't that be fun? What do you think next year if he does that? Should I do it? Should I go meet Weird Al? Should I record it and try to get a few interview questions with him and yeah, do a bit for the show? What do you think? What do you think? I think it'd be fun. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you're a Weird Al fan, definitely give a thumbs up for the video and go see Weird Al. It's a great show. It's a great show. Anyway, stay weird. Hello and welcome to Doug's Dumb Channel. I am your host and weird. But dadgummit.